wrong with that
Mention
team.
his name. Mention his name.
See, no, all of them. But there's something wrong with that. Let me finish. Oh my God.
Mention his name.
He's not the one that missed the chance. He's not the one that missed the chance.
Vinicius was the worst player.
He wants to talk about Vini. See. Let me say something. I'm not saying Mbappe is bad.
Everything
I'm saying the
Continue.
I'm saying the team's chemistry is not there. That's what I'm saying. Madrid chemistry is not there. The attack, whether
just Arsenal that were better, from start to finish, from defending to attacking.
Arsenal were better, but
every single thing like playing speed, they were just better than Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Observers podcast. Today, look at how we're smiling. Just look at how we're smiling. You already know what's going on. Arsenal absolutely outclassed Real Madrid. Oh my God. Those 2 goals from Rice, 2 bangers from Rice. I was too surprised. It was an unsuccessful hit watch.
I didn't know the crazy thing. The crazy thing about watch it was successful. Rice was playing rubbish to that, like, bro.
No. Arsenal were the best team by far today.
No, they were better. But like, okay, let's just start officially. Let's start officially.
That was good.
I can't believe it. I'm in shock. Like, nah, I was screaming like crazy. I wanted to run mad. Just after that first free kick, he did it. I was shocked. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, we scored one against Madrid. Fine. He scored the second one again. That's when I knew that for sure the football gods were with us. But then again, like, when you just take a look at the game as a whole, it's like that's not the Madrid that we're accustomed to. That's not the Madrid that we usually see in Champions League games. But then again, it's honestly not like... I don't think Madrid played totally bad because they had moments in the game where they could have scored 1 or 2 goals. I think it was just a case of them not being, first of all, being clinical in front of goal. But then you also need to give credit to David Raya and Saliba and Kivio. They also did good job. Same thing with Timber, in my opinion. But I think Madrid just got swallowed. Madrid got swallowed in second half, probably because of the pressure of the extra man. I think the atmosphere created at the Emirates was absolutely electric. I mean, just watching alone, I was getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people losing their shit, bro. It was ridiculous, man. It was crazy. I think that's where Madrid lost the game. And I think it was just very difficult for them to calm down and probably listen to themselves and probably see, yo, what's going on? We've been here before. Let's do this thing again. And I just think they were dumbfounded. And it looked like they were genuinely shocked. The team looked genuinely shocked. And I think one of the worst things that could have happened was probably Kamavinga getting a second yellow. And then yes, Tchouaméni is going to be available for the next game, but Tchouaméni is not Kamavinga.
Kamavinga was brilliant today.
Yeah, that's just the truth. But I think, first of all, I must give credit to Declan Rice. I think he proved he's worth £100 million signing. And he definitely... I think now we can get that at the comparison between him and Rodri, because I don't know, he's done it all. Some people say Rodri does not strike, or rather, Rodri has better striking ability. He doesn't get better than that. Just look at the technique that was used to execute those free kicks. Total madness. And look, comment the man. In games like this is where you need your best players to turn up. And I think this has been my problem with Arsenal over the years. Over reliance on Saka. And once Saka is not available, it just seems like we're not able to get the goods. So if you want to be a great team, you need more than one player to always turn up for you.
Yeah.
And I think Declan Rice honestly rose up to the occasion. You always see it in his body language, but today he was able to contribute in terms of 2 fantastic goals. And who else was fantastic today? I think Miles Lewis Skelly, absolutely brilliant. 18 years old. That boy is a gem.
Like physically, he's a cheat. Like how
honestly, he's just his upper body strength is
like
flawless.
Yeah, like he's
no, I thought it was perfect. It was sweet. It was too sweet. I mean, 18 years old, the last 15 minutes of the game, he went in to play as a number 8. His maturity and his understanding of the game is absolutely fantastic. And big ups to Mikel Merino. Big ups to Mikel Merino.
Yeah.
I think he deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
He stepped into a role that he is unfamiliar to.
And he has
That's
delivered so far. He has delivered.
6 goals in 10 games. It can't get better than that. So someone who has ever played as a striker in his career.
Bro.
And the quality of that goal was also top notch. It was good. Man, it was an all-round from Arsenal. David Raya as well. I think he deserves his flowers. That guy has been keeping Arsenal safe, especially this season. Arsenal has been shaky at the back this season, I won't lie. Especially during different phases in games when it looks like they can concede goals. One major reason why Arsenal probably hasn't lost more games or drawn more games because of David Raya. He has stepped up. He and Gabriel, for me, have been huge pieces in the back four this season. Saliba has not really been 100% consistent this season. I'll confess and say the truth. Gabriel has been the better defender, and David Raya has been consistently showing up. No fault in him.
Let me add something about Raya, not to cut you off. There's something about Raya that's the only thing I admire from him. He knows how to relieve pressure. He knows how to claim crosses so well. So well. Whenever they play like a ball into the box, he's always the one catching it. He always comes out to claim it. And that on its own, it relieves pressure. Other keepers are still on the line and everybody just start jumping in the box.
Presence in the box.
Yeah, honestly, I think his ball understanding, the fact that he's a goalkeeper that knows how to play football, I think it helps him and it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Especially when he comes out from his box to probably form a back four with 3 defenders, allowing Luis Skelly to invert. He's that anchor to the team. He's part of the spine of the team. And I think finally for me has to be the fact that I hate to say it, this might sound cliche, or it might sound because they won today, but I don't think anybody would dispute the fact that Arsenal would probably be in a much better place if they had a striker, a proper striker. Chances were created, but no one had that natural to just maybe run forward or be in that place at the right time. I mean, Merino scored a good goal, nevertheless, fine. But there were other situations where you could have expected him to make certain runs. But he didn't make the runs. And honestly, I do not blame him. It's not a natural instinct for him. But if this Arsenal team had someone like Isak, Osimhen, or Gyökeres in the team this season, I think we'll be having a different conversation today, guys. They might just be in a different place in the league. And Liverpool might not be where they are because it just seems like Liverpool has got PGM well behind their backs and they are cruising. Yeah, it is what it is. If Liverpool is going to run away with the EPL and Arsenal is going to have the UCL, I don't mind, man. Let's have it. Let's have it. Bring it on.
What's your ticket for this game?
I'm sad. Seeing this guy, seeing Ope happy is making me angry. My body's itching me. Bro, God, Madrid, man. Madrid messed up big time. And I'm not saying this. I'm not going to. If I let people say I'm overreacting, I don't care at this point. But that Madrid team is not it. I've had the opinion since beginning of the season. They kind of hit form later on, and I kind of changed it, but I still have the opinion I had beginning of the season. Mbappe signing. I'm not blaming Mbappe. I'm not blaming Mbappe, but I'm saying.
But wait, Mbappe, no. Mbappe did well today.
I'm not blaming Mbappe, but there's something wrong with that team.
Mention his name.
See, no, all of them. But there's something wrong with that. Let me finish. Oh my God. He's not the one that missed the chance. He's not the one that missed the chance.
Vinicius was the worst player.
He wants to talk about Vini. See. Okay, hold on. Yes, Vini had a very awful game. An awful game, rather. But the thing is that there's something wrong with this Madrid team, and I'm feeling it. Because if you ask Vini, he says left wing. If you ask Mbappe, where's your best position? He says left wing. You ask Rodrigo, where's your best position? He also says left wing. If I ask you guys, where have you like what's the best version of Mbappe I've watched since Mbappe came into the limelight? You tell me he's either left or right wing. You can't tell me he's a striker. Whether he can be a makeshift striker or he can convert later on. He's not a striker.
Yeah, but
The team is not.
Let me tell you why I disagree with you. Okay,
Yeah,
Madrid have been
yeah.
balling this season. Arsenal are just better than them.
No, they have not. They have not been that good this season.
See,
They have not
it's
been
many
that good
goals.
this season.
Doesn't he have more goals than Ronaldo had in his debut season for Madrid already?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
At the beginning, the only complaint about was at the beginning of his like finding his feet at
It was more beginning. It was more beginning / middle.
Bro, Mbappe has kicked off. He's arguably been the best player on the planet this year. Like, what are we talking about?
But he's going to score goals. Shit, I'm lagging. He's going to score goals regardless. I'm not saying he can't deliver from the position, but this kind of games now is that I prefer seeing a number 9. I prefer seeing an outlet for Madrid.
Guys, see,
sometimes maybe they can't go anywhere.
Like,
man, wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't.
Like,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
they beat back.
I'm not saying it's bad.
They beat back at this way, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not saying that bad. I'm saying the team chemistry.
They beat Man City this way, didn't they?
Man City have been off this season, but let me say something. I'm not saying Mbappe is bad.
Everything
I'm saying the
continue.
I'm saying the team's chemistry is not there. That's what I'm saying. Madrid chemistry is not there. The attack,
but they were nice patterns of play, though.
Yeah,
they were switching.
They were tapping Bellingham and like Madrid played well today. I can't even lie to you. They played well.
Nah, they didn't. They didn't.
Well.
They didn't.
Yes.
They had an okay first half.
Probably after the first goal. Honestly, maybe after the second
See, Rice's free kicks just like dismantled them, like it shook them. Like that was what messed them up because and again their free kicks. These were legit fouls. Do you understand? Like if it was open play game, it was not like even because Arsenal were dominant, but like they played well too. It was just Arsenal that were better, yeah, from start to finish, from defending to attacking.
Arsenal were better, but
every single thing, like playing speed, they were just better than Madrid today. Like
Arsenal were better, like way better.
Arsenal let finishers up. Rodrigo up. Like I can't.
Yeah, I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying it.
But
if I'm going to still say this, you can quote me on this next season. You can you guys hear me? Are you guys hearing me? Yeah, you can quote me on this next season. If Madrid go with this same attack, it's going to be the same season they will have. Like they're great players individually. What I'm talking about is just the chemistry. It's not there. The chemistry that Vini had with Benzema now, it's not the same chemistry that Vini is having with Mbappe. Whether you see the patterns of play, it's very different. It's very different. Yeah.
What you're saying, but
it's not. I've not felt it this season. I've not felt it this season.
Guys, do you think without Saka, Arsenal would have delivered today?
They would have delivered 100%.
I think so too.
100%.
I think so too because I mean Saka was very good today. Don't get me wrong. Like he had a very good game, especially in the first half. He put a lot of balls into that corridor.
Yeah,
and that's where the need for a number 9 arises. But it looks like even after the two Saka, we were still the same Arsenal. They were still balling. They were still dominant on the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about Arsenal's chances going forward? Like, do you see them winning Champions League? If they beat Madrid, I don't think there's anything.
I feel the only team that can stop them is maybe Inter. But I personally feel if Arsenal meet Barca, they are going to win. Like
Arsenal beat Barca.
If Arsenal beat Barca, that's me. I have that feeling. Whether you asked me last week or not, I always say it. I wish Arsenal beat every La Liga team. I've been saying that since. But the only problem is Inter because Inter they can defend
and they are happy to
defend. Box defending is so good.
Yeah, they are happy to defend.
They can deal with crosses any situation.
Martinez go see that counter. Jesus Christ,
bruh, just too beautiful.
Too beautiful, bro.
That's just too beautiful. Yeah,
that guy is too underrated by the way. He has our 7 starts, 7 goals in 6 starts. He's too underrated by the way. But my Okwe, do you think you can win the Champions League this season?
Honestly, at this point in time, yes. Of course we can win the Champions League. But I'll be
They
honest with you.
can.
Let us start by saying this. I don't think I said this in the beginning, but I did not think Arsenal could beat Real Madrid because I just felt that Real Madrid in the Champions League is unbeatable. Once they hear that anthem, I just feel they're going to be smooth and there's no coming back. This is not the Madrid team that had Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale that could do a 3-0 overturn against Wolfsburg. No, Arsenal is not Wolfsburg. Arsenal is miles ahead Wolfsburg. So I do not think this Madrid team actually has what it takes to come
They
from
can't.
behind to beat
So you
Arsenal.
guys don't
Sincerely,
think that?
I do not think so.
So wait,
I
do you
think
They
think
can't.
Arsenal is
It's
going
not
to?
possible.
Do you guys think Arsenal is going to beat Madrid at this at Santiago?
they might not beat them at the
It's
Bernabeu, but it
very
might just be a nasty stalemate. And Arsenal might just play all their 5 left
see.
backs.
Bro, as a Man City fan,
I'm going bold.
as a Man City fan, I have to warn you. I've had this feeling
Ah,
in their house before.
No,
forget
don't worry. Arsenal is not
it.
Man City. Arsenal is not Man
No,
City.
not this
City are not
season.
tactically
Not this season.
disciplined at defending.
I know,
Yeah.
but don't worry. Arsenal is a better team defensively. That's just the truth.
Defensively, like
Yeah.
nothing.
Arsenal is
They're so
don't worry.
disciplined.
They are
Yes,
just solid.
they're disciplined.
And when you take a look at this current the back four of Arsenal that is in form, Timber, Saliba, Kivio, Lewis Kelly. Yes, they're the ones in form. When you take a look at the quality coming up from the bench too, you have to be impressed.
Anything for the bench.
Also in form for a fringe player.
Yeah.
Zinchenko is there as well. Zinchenko hasn't been playing so much, but he's also in good form. Then you now consider the players that are not even available: Calafiori, Gabriel Magalhaes, Tomiyasu.
Why?
So the quality there, this is what you expect from a very, very good team. And just like you said earlier, if Saka wasn't available, I feel Arteta would have enforced to trust into Waneri. Waneri will start that game and he will ball too. He will cook well.
Yeah.
And after winning, definitely they can win it, but they need to be consistent. They need to just keep it together. And obviously, it's a fantastic victory, but this is another level of a mental test for them. I'll give it to Arteta. Arteta has been able to turn around that mentality in the team that they can win. You know, before Arteta took over, they had a loser mentality.
Yeah.
Once they're going up against big teams, it seems they're already defeated before the
Bayern.
Once the opponent scores one goal. Look at all those games we're losing terribly to Liverpool, Man City, Bayern Munich. Come on, man. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It just felt like and then if we feel like, oh, the game is losing the grasp, we've lost it. But look at the way we produced comeback victories during the 21-22 season. Yes, it took a toll on us, but you could see that this team had cojones. There's character in the team. So that character is there now, but this is going to be a different level because most of these players have not been at this phase before.
Nope.
Probably only Thomas Partey and Jorginho. So the rest of them are new to this. So they need to keep their cool. But that's up to Arteta. I know Arteta is great when it comes to tactics and mentality, finding ways to keep the players balanced. He can do it. So it's going to be a huge test for them. They need to do it. And also, Arteta needs to put more focus now on his rotation, on how he decides to rotate the team. He needs to
give up on pride
in terms of knowing when you probably need to put match fitness ahead, match rhythm ahead, getting the player into top quality as well, and then obviously trying to make other fringe players happy as well. These decisions are going to be very crucial going into the latter stages because you are going to be facing some top Premier League teams too, but you don't want to lose games. Neither do you want to lose your best players.
Yeah.
It's a very tough job for him right now, but I don't give to. He must get.
I think just first of all, there's no point in playing that Premier League again. They're going to finish second. Liverpool's going to win it.
But take a look at the way Liverpool just seems to be fumbling. I think Liverpool has genuinely lost form. I think
forget it,
Liverpool lost form was the week when they got eliminated from the Champions League, and then they later went to go and lose against Newcastle. They've lost form.
Yeah, it was sweating my
put my second position, man. Put my second position in the bag, man.
No, I'm just saying that. But don't you think if Arsenal don't at least capitalize on the points that have been lost by Liverpool?
But you know the funny thing,
I think they've actually not been smart in doing that this
Liverpool
season.
lost
and Arsenal had the chance.
Arsenal drew.
Yeah, they've not done it well.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, look where I feel like
if they back from injury, Arteta has no choice but to rotate the squad properly. Players will be happy and players will still deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing Everton is harder than playing Madrid. I'm going to cut this bit out. I'm going to cut it out. Yeah, but I would like when Ope was, he used an example of BBC. He used an example. He used an example of guy.
What the fuck?
He used that. Yeah, he used guy shut the fuck up. Yeah.
But just talk Benzema.
He used an example of Gareth Bale, Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I want you to, guy, the Femi, you don't do.
Continue.
Femi, you're frozen on my side, though, by the way.
No, I'm not lagging on my side. Continue.
Okay. As I was saying, when you mentioned BBC, for God, so actually, I didn't mean
You know what?
Yeah. When I mentioned Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo, what, like, can you tell me a difference between, apart from obvious quality, like, can you tell me the difference between that front three and this current one of Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vini?
Okay, to be honest,
I want you guys to tell me the difference.
Let me tell you what I feel the difference is. Benzema and Bale were willing to be second to Ronaldo. Finish. Everybody accepted their role.
Because if you take a look at it, it's not like Benzema or Bale lacked individual quality. Whilst playing with Cristiano, we still witnessed their individual qualities when they saved Madrid, even when Cristiano was on the pitch. There are moments of brilliance from Benzema and Bale while Ronaldo is on the pitch. But you see, they understood that the main tactic, the main philosophy of this team is play well and pass to Cristiano. That was it. They understood
recognize that.
For me, the person I even give kudos to the more is Benzema.
Yeah.
Especially in days when Cristiano was transitioning into a forward. Benzema gave a lot of sacrifice and Benzema worked so hard. But you see this new generation of players that have not even achieved, they're not even touching the hem of the garments of these players yet. But then they feel so big of themselves because they're on these high wages and they're playing for the best team in the world. But they're not even touching what Benzema and Bale and Cristiano have done. For me, I think the best way for this team, for that trio to work well, is Mbappe sacrificing for Vinicius. Mbappe is a better ball player compared to Vinicius. The only problem is just that Vinicius is not as clinical as Mbappe. But you know that Vinicius will hurt any team with the counter. The pace is you just can't match it.
I feel like Madrid will actually
the ability to play with the midfielders and create. Rodrigo has the ability to work hard because he has the stamina and he has the technical ability too. So if Mbappe and Rodrigo can just always drop deep sometimes and allow Vinicius to be the one looking for the space between the centre backs, the space between the fullback and the centre backs, manipulating those spaces, I think Madrid will be a better team because they have someone like Bellingham who also knows how to drop deep and drop those passes.
But you know something? I feel like if I was to choose between Vinicius and Mbappe, I would say Madrid should focus the team on Mbappe and put him on that left wing and give him a striker. To me, he's the best left winger in the world. Vinicius or anybody, Rafinha.
I don't think
Mbappe on the left wing. Mbappe is the kind of player that can lead a team by himself. Like Mbappe can.
This is the issue I have.
Mbappe
so
can carry a team.
This is the issue I have. Like, I get what you're trying to say. Like, I get it. But Vini carried, I won't say it's just down to him, but Vini did this for Madrid 2 seasons. He did this for Madrid 2 seasons, guy.
But nothing happened when okay. Wait, what season did he do for Madrid?
the one with the like that. I'm saying I'm not saying he did it on his own, but last season I can say he was the best player in the Champions League. He delivered for Madrid a lot last season in the Champions. That's why. That's why you. Yeah.
Okay, let me say from like quarterfinals. Okay.
That's where it matters the most. That's
Their
where it
best
actually
player last
matters.
season was not even Vinicius. Jude was their best player last season.